about exploiting a previous injury.
That's actually one of
Swerve trying to dismantle this man. Hold on.
His ability to study his opponents. It's not something he talks about much, but you can see it in every single one of his matches.
Boy, Brody is holding on like almost like for dear life here. He knows he's got an exposed floor.
Pair of elbows and now.
Ooh.
Oh my God, lower back.
The back onto the barricade by Brody King.
You see that sign? It says #1 in violence. That's what Brody King's called himself for years. And look at this. These guys aren't breaking any rules, and it's about as violent as it gets.
But they need to be cognizant of the count of the referee. As Brody sends Swerve into the barricade once again.
I got to be honest, if I'm the referee, I let this one go a little bit. These guys have so much animosity towards each other.
That's where the referee's discretion does come in, Brian.
Yeah, I think Stephon Smith doing a good job of that thus far.
Now Brody, the cover. Swerve able to kick out.
That was a great point, Tony. Stephon Smith is out there reminding them to stay within the rules, knowing that they're going to go outside the boundaries of it probably a little. But neither man wants to lose this match.
Well, what a crowd. What an event and what a venue.
Sold out in the Crypto.com arena, the legendary arena. Seen so many championships won in this building across any number of sports, but tonight it is all about professional wrestling.
Brody King is just so powerful.
I thought he was going to send him over to the other corner, but no, he's just going to wail on him here in this corner.
If Brody King can keep this match at this pace, a slower pace, hard hitting, I think that really favors him. The beginning of this match, how quick it was, I think that really
They
favors
going for a Hurricane Rana?
Yeah, but these two men seem content to just
Hey,
throw
don't forget about
haymakers
that.
at one another.
Exposed.
Brody, a right hand, but Swerve intercepts it, and now attacking the wrist, the forearm. I mentioned Brody was Wembley Stadium where he broke that arm for the first time.
We're doing it again.
And now Swerve wrenching back on the fingers. Stephon Smith, the referee, admonishing Swerve Strickland, but the damage already done by Swerve.
God, look at the pain on the face of Brody, man. It's pain on the face. He fights back, though.
Oh my gosh, but look at
Oh,
what
oh,
Brody King's
oh.
doing right now.
He's banging him.
Spread.
And look at Swerve is tapping out, but this is not a legal hold. Swerve was tapping.
Was he tapping?
As Brody now.
Oh,
My gosh.
Backbreaker on the corner of the steps. The second time that Brody has attacked the lower back of Swerve.
I don't know, guys. I don't know how this one is going to end, but neither man is going to be able to go backstage feeling pretty good. It's going to be a lot of bumps and bruises, a lot of people going back to see the doc after this one.
Well, that's what you get when you get the most dangerous man in AEW versus the #1 in violence.
Yes, absolutely.
And I mean, also, these two men, they just see the ring in a completely different way. Look at how they've used the ring as a weapon, the steps as a weapon, the barricades as a weapon.
Swerve counters the leaping knee into the jaw of Brody. Swerve.
oh.
Swerve hit his...
He exposed that earlier.
I don't know.
I think, Brian, Swerve tried to get his foot down, but the downward force from Brody King still compressed Swerve, driving him into the flooring here, the Crypto.com arena.
Oh. And again, we're watching the referee be very lenient here.
And no one wants to see it. As we take another look at this.
Left shoulder, maybe, I'm not sure.
Either way, the lower back most certainly affected Brian. And that's been Brody's target throughout this match. Or should I say fight?
Yeah, this is not a normal professional wrestling match, but neither of these two men are normal professional wrestlers. Oh my gosh!
Woo.
The pump kick connecting flush with the jaw of Brody King. A second.
That was on the
pump
throat,
kick.
I do believe. Side of the head, at least.
Swerve.
Oh.
Oh. Chopped at the knee of Brody. And what does Swerve have in mind?
Try to power bomb him on this apron.
God damn, Swerve. Oh. Woo.
What a feat of strength by Swerve Strickland, but a devastating powerbomb may have turned the tide against Brody
Kinda
King.
deadlift that man.
It's a great call. It was more impressive picking him up as it was power bombing him down.
Swerve Strickland had to work against gravity to get that one, Tony.
He did. I don't think we're surprised by what we're seeing, guys, between these two. With the strength. It takes some great core strength to get that done.
Brian, as you mentioned,
Swerve
it's
is
not
calling
about
the whole
the
ring
violence
tonight. Wow.
that these two men are willing to employ. It's about the inventiveness of how they're executing the violence.
Yeah, they just see the ring in a completely different way than 99.9% of other wrestlers. I mean, they just see every aspect of it. Instead of seeing just a turnbuckle, you see Swerve sees it as a way to break somebody's fingers, or what is he going to do with Brody King right now? I mean, just pressing his face into that. You see that steel ring? There's a bolt there. There is no give there. That's just pure metal. Oh, no.
Swerve maybe think a curb
Oh, no,
stomp
that's like that
into the
Julia
exposed
move.
steel of the buckle.
Oh, no, 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 no.
Oh.
Yeah, he knew what was coming.
Rises to his feet and whips
Oh.
Swerve into the buckles instead. But luckily for Swerve, the padding still on the top and middle.
Had Swerve got that stomp on the Brody's head on that bolt, I don't know, guys. That match, I think it would have ended the match.
Yeah, I don't know how you remain conscious if
right.
something like that happens.
Brody now perched on the top rope, trying to bring Swerve up to his feet. Swerve, though, slips between the
slip up
legs,
under.
and now once again chops at the knee.
These are great tactics by Swerve, attacking the knee when he's in a vulnerable position.
Brody, though, the back elbows knock Swerve into the ring, and Brody.
Ooh.
A diving body press, and that undersells. What a feat of agility that was.
Exactly. It was great.
Uh-oh.
Brody into the corner.
The barking.
The barks ring out in Los Angeles.
Brody better halt that.
Ooh.
Swerve against the buckle that he exposed. The steel, the naked steel. And Brody drives Swerve down.
That it?
1, 2. Oh,
Ooh.
Swerve able to kick out.
God, and Swerve is in a lot of pain as well. Again, take a look at this cannonball into the steel. Ooh.
Then you see the back of the middle of Swerve's thoracic spine.
They're trying to
going
edit.
straight
Take all the
into that
video out.
steel.
You see genuine worry, concern on the face of Swerve Strickland, and you see determination etched on Brody King's.
Uh-oh.
The sleeper in the ropes. This is how he defeated MJF in the Eliminator match.
They're gonna be going out. Oh.
To sleep Swerve.
That's it.
Swerve drops. But crucially for Swerve, Brian, to the outside of the ring, Brody has
I wonder
to
if he let it go
bring
too
him
bad.
back
Like Swerve
in
about to
to
tap.
finish him off to win the match.
Yeah, Brody King has to go outside. He needs to get Swerve back in the ring. But Swerve, I mean, how rarely have we seen Swerve in a position like this?
Oh, Brody.
Oh my gosh.
Did he think a Gonzo bomb on the floor?
What he's thinking.
Oh, it's Swerve, an elbow, and an escape from Strickland. Oh, no, 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 no.
Oh, no, not this move.
Good God.
Oh, not on the floor, not on the floor.
Oh!
The vertebraker on the floor.
That's it. Roll him in the ring.
It was a move just like that, Brian. That Swerve Strickland took Kenny Omega out of action. It was on the announce desk, but still, perhaps even more devastating on the floor.
Yeah, look at this again. Oh my gosh.
Stephon Smith, the official. The 10 count up to 6 now. Does Brody King have the resolve? 9 and into the ring, but not out of
Double
harm's
stop.
way.
She ready
Strickland
for it.
to the top.
Stop. Saw that one coming.
One.
Oh, yeah.
House call. You're going to have to house call that man multiple times. They're making Brody King look like a superstar out here today. Lately, ooh, house call. Yeah, you got to take the big man down.
You can hear these fans. Brody King has really won the hearts and minds of these AEW fans.
He won't go down. He won't go down.
Look at this.
What a man.
Here you go. Boom.
Whoa, man.
That's it.
1, 2, 3.
Good match, and they made Brody King still look like an animal.